Chase McCain.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, SamSlow33 here, and today I have another Hero Factory set, ages 6 to 12, set number 6229, 39 pieces, retails for $8.99. It is XT4 from the summer 2012 Breakout Hero Factory Wave thingamajig. So yeah, he's one of the smaller characters, it's $8.99. So let's take a look at this packaging. Of course, it's pretty basic off the top. Had to cut it to get it open, of course, because of how dumb the packaging is. Next over there has got like demon eyes. It's kind of funny. Of course, there's XT4 and kind of a weird looking pose when you actually look at the character. Of course, you can get 200 game points. 200 is all holographic. Ooh, shiny. Yeah. Info and stuff. Back you got your barcode and you're not for 3 and under. How you enter the code, and then here's XT4 himself. Spin the blade, has the whatever the heck that means. XT4 actual size of the head, and yeah, that's pretty much XT4 in a nutshell. So yeah, guess we should get to building Mr. XT4. So let's do that right now.
New from LEGO Hero Factory Breakout. Black Phantom's out of ideas to destroy the heroes. Could he rebuild the old one? You can rebuild XT4. He's back and the same as before, but this time he knows how to use his gun. Ah! But oh look, here's Nex again. It looks like he's going to shoot his head off again. But wait, he pulls a Mechagodzilla on us. What will Nex do? Good thinking, Nex. You could build the new LEGO Hero Factory Breakout. Each set sold separately.
And here he is, XT4. Now I guess we should just take a quick look at him. So of course we'll start at the feet. So he appears to have yellow Ben 10 feet, but not like the skinny feet, little humanoid kind of feet. These are like really large kind of feet. Seems kind of weird, but they'd work on him. I think they actually do look pretty good. Make him look more like with how his legs are arranged. They look right. Like just that a creature like this with those legs like this just would need so much like strength and power to move. I guess the big feet kind of do work. They do look pretty good, even if they are Ben 10. And they have these 6 long armor pieces on the leg, and that's really some of the only armor pieces they have that he has, or it, I guess. Doesn't really have a gender. And the bone under here has the gray one, the 2 pins. And for the upper leg, it has 2 pieces, so it's kind of like a, I don't know what animal has this kind of leg arrangement, but it does look pretty cool. Again, just like for all the stuff on his upper body, the legs do look pretty good. Not for the chest, there's a couple pipes coming out of there. This just does a little 3 wide armor piece, and I'm going to show you what his body looks like under there. If I can get this out of the way. That is his body. Just this super tiny little body piece with one of these pieces on the back that Waspix has. So yeah, it's just this little tiny body piece, and it looks really cool. Just this really minuscule thing. It has a ball joint in the center with a pin inside it, which is a really nice feature, having that extra pin so the ball joint doesn't get in your way like with the regular bodies. Yeah, the body piece, I really like that body. One of the most unique pieces we have in this new set, or in this new wave from what I've seen. And for his arms, he has two of these like little knives on some of them, pretty basic on the arms. And here's the other one. Just has one of these knife pieces on a 3-wide armor piece. And for his unique arm pieces, this one is sort of a gun, and all of them have the same actual arm, but of course weapon is the only difference. Again, has a 3-long armor piece under that. And then here is the weapon itself. It's kind of like a gun ray type, like a ray gun type thing, with a claw as well. Looks really weird. Like the claw itself, when you're looking at it from certain angles, like that, and you know that, it looks fine. But you just look at it like this, it's just like a, doesn't really look right. It's just kind of, the claws doesn't look like those could really grab much with just the 2 fingers and them being arranged like that. But when you're looking at them at certain angles, they do look really cool. So yeah, it has one of these same antenna, these clear antenna pieces here to act as the laser, and has this, like, I guess use this like fire hoses or something in regular Lego sets, but it has just this little piece. It uses one little pin to go into there. Let me see something actually. Is that how it's supposed to go? Let me check. No, but that works really well. I had not realized that. Just put it like that. Wow. I did not. That is cool. Okay, but it's supposed to normally just be like that. And it kind of wobbles around a little bit. Yeah, and then has this pipe piece coming out of the back of it. And that goes, of course, around to the chest piece. Put the claw pieces back on. And the laser. So yeah, that's the claw. And now for the other arm, which is the saw blade arm. Again, it has the same arm piece, but here you have one of these pieces with a pipe going to the center, and it has a saw blade in the front. It's kind of like a chrome color. I think that's chrome is what I'm thinking of. It's not just plain gray, it's very shiny. And of course it spins. I didn't even show his head, I'm dumb. Head's probably what you can guess. It has one of these really small connector pieces here connect to the head, and the head is just a piece with one of these little eyeballs on it. So yeah, that's the head. So yeah, it's basically XT4. Pretty basic. It's very simple. Just the 4 arms. And yeah, something about him, I can zoom out again, get a body view of him, is that his like knife arms are diagonal from each other. Like in some times I've had them like this. This is what the concept art, or not the concept art, but like the promotional art for him looks like. This arm is like going over the saw blade, and they're like zigzagging. Oops. You know why? You might be wondering why it doesn't just go like, you know, asymmetrical. Now, normally I would prefer it to be asymmetrical, just because I like things being asymmetrical that look really weird when they're not. But I really like it like this, because the saw blade would kind of need to go forward to be used as a weapon. And if it was back here and below, it would be too far back to be used like that. But it being up front, and of course this would be like, this is being a gun, it would normally be as far back as possible. You're, you know, in favor of having melee weapons in front and a gun in back is what you want. So I actually like this design, and you can either have the saw blade down here, make it look more symmetrical, or you can have the arms all in like an X formation. Like this. So I prefer having in like a zigzag, because also this pipe kind of protrudes out if it goes up. So having this down, it just kind of goes forward. That's another thing about him, the pipe. The pipe that just kind of get in the way when he's like this, going forward. I don't know why, it just looks really weird. How the pipes just go forward. They're not, like most characters, they'd be coming from like the back, like next here. Pipes kind of out of the way. But here it's just like, it doesn't give a crap. It just goes forward into whatever the heck it wants. If that makes any sense. Yeah, that's XT4, and of course it's got to have a stack bar, which I of course forgot to do because I'm dumb. Boom, stack bar. Alright, so of course if you don't know how the stack bar works, you're dumb. No, you're not dumb, but it's just a stack of bricks, and I'm gonna put more there the more I like the set. And I'm gonna rate it on 4 different categories. So the first one is size. Now for $8.99, I think he's alright. He does feel like he has a lot to him. He has a lot of bone pieces compared to usual characters, but he does have a little tiny body piece and a few kind of odd molds that, I don't know, this piece might be kind of common for some city sets or whatever, but some molds here are actually pretty unique, like the head. So yes, yeah, she has a lot of bone pieces and again some bigger molds, so I'm gonna give him a 3 for size, average. Now for mock pieces, he definitely has a lot of mock pieces. Of course, the main one is the little tiny body that you can use to make whatever the heck you want. Make like little drone guys or whatever. If you got a whole bunch of these, you could have like a whole bunch of little guys, and it would just be really awesome. That body is just so cool. Feet in yellow, of course, are a new color. We're probably not going to get too many Ben 10 feet in the course of Hero Factory's lifespan. It does last for long enough or whatever. Action figure styles wave of characters Lego decides to use, like, you know, Ben 10 and DC Universe and stuff like that. Those were kind of like Hero Factory action figure type people. And the head is very non-specific, so that could be used for a couple things. So again, I think I'm gonna go 4, just because that body is too cool. It's just so awesome of a body. Alright, now for play value, this might be one where I'd go a little low. Is these tubes really do like get in the way of things. They kind of block his head and then just knock his antenna off. Another thing, the antenna will knock off easy if you bump it into something. And it also goes far, so you have to look through. And it's very small and thin and clear, so it's hard to find if it gets knocked off. And the flexibility in his legs are not exactly great. They're definitely kind of weak. you really, you're not going to get any motion out of his legs unless you want him to go all wobbly. You're just going to have him stand and go like that. I mean, but no one really moves the legs individually. So yeah, and of course the legs do kind of, it's hard to get them in a position where they don't bend them too forward and they're not also too close, or just really a whole combination of things you have to do to get the legs just right. And the arms, they do get in the way of each other, and again the pipes are just all over the place. So play value is definitely his weakest link. I'm going to go 2 on that. And now for the, of course, the cool factor. Now for cool factor, I think this guy is just amazing. He just looks awesome. All these 4 arms arranged as they are. All these crazy weapons that he has are just so cool looking. His head is very, what the heck, whatever. His head is very menacing looking. Of course, the one eye is usually a good asset of characters. But these down here, like his, I guess it would be like his teeth, representation of teeth for a robot, look very cool. They're very scary looking. Of course, the saw blade looks very nice. Just this, like his feet, not his feet, his legs look really cool. They're arranged like that. So I think I'm just gonna go 5 on cool factor. He looks too awesome. So overall, it's a 14 out of 16, or 14 out of 20. Actually, it's a very good score for considering one of the best scores we've gotten for these characters. He's just really great character, honestly. He's definitely one of my favorites. Of course, he's $8.99, so it's not too much of a loss if you don't like him. You know, he's got all these cool pieces, and he looks very cool, and he has so many weapons, and I don't know, I just love this guy. He's definitely one of my favorite villains. Him and Core Hunter are both just very awesome. A lot of the villains are pretty cool. Yeah, there's not too many villains that are lame. I guess I did get the 2 best first, which I usually get the best ones first. But the other 3 aren't too bad either. So, join us next time on Stack Attack, where we will be checking out a something. It'll be just more Pure Factory probably. So see you guys next time. Later.